Right, folks, this one is about your Works Cited page, how to properly format it in MLA. So I'm going to use the research paper outline, the example that I gave you in one of the earlier videos, and from there I'll format the Works Cited page through Citation Machine, which is a very easy way to do this. Purdue OWL, the online writing lab at Purdue, has a link to this. You can literally just Google Citation Machine. I think it's citationmachine.net, actually. Another thing you'll notice here is on the right-hand side, you'll see a bunch of Post-it notes. The way that I do this is Control-Alt-M all at the same time, then they pop up on the right-hand side. I've included links to the articles that I found this information in, just to make it easier. If you were to click on this, you'd have to press Control and then the mouse, left mouse click, or left mouse button rather. So I'm not going to do that because it'll lead me to the Microsoft Edge browser, which I do not use. I use Google Chrome, so I have them all preloaded in, like a suite of tabs. So if we go to the first one, right, Denver Post about Colorado passed $1 billion in tax revenue. We'll go over to this first article, right? Now, for our purposes, this is super easy to do. You're just going to go up to the search bar, right, to the URL, press Control-C, which is copy. Okay, we'll go over to Citation Machine. Enter the website, Control-V is paste, we'll hit search, hit cite, continue. Okay, so you'll see up top here, the star indicates add any information you have below. The starred boxes are strongly suggested. There are going to be times where you just don't have an author. So they will ask you essentially like, are you sure about this? Just complete the citation. Literally, if it doesn't have an author, just complete the citation. Otherwise, it would normally find the author, okay? We'll hit complete citation. And here's the first one, okay? Colorado surpasses $1 billion in marijuana tax revenue, okay? Everything is cited for you correctly. All right, we'll do this for a couple more, but basically I've already done this, so everything here is set up for you. So let's just delete citation here, delete citation here, and there we go. Okay, so you'd go back to the next one, right, on the research paper outline. Okay, this one is in Washington, the state. The report also shows that marijuana revenues were 172 million more than that of liquor. Okay, so this whole data point here leads me over to this particular website. Okay, if I were to control click on that, it'd bring me to here. Okay, I would then copy and paste this. I'd go over to Citation Machine. Let's do create new citation. Okay, website. Control-V is paste, search, here it pops up. Ooh. Washington marijuana revenues and health. We'll hit cite, we'll hit continue. You see the two authors' names, Adam Johnson, Dwayne Davidson, Washington State Treasurer, right? And then you'll hit complete citation, okay? So this will pop up. This will be the fifth one, or sixth one rather. And again, I've done this before, so you'll see repeats of this, okay? But as you go through each website, all right, it's the same process. This is obviously not a joke. $420 million in recreational marijuana sold in Massachusetts during 2019. If I were to copy and paste that and go over to Citation Machine, I'd eventually get to this one, okay? if I were to go to my next one, let's go back to the example research essay, okay? Massachusetts. Now we get down to employment numbers increases. Okay, this will take me to Forbes.com. Okay. This talks about cannabis is becoming a huge job creator. Again, if I were to copy and paste this and enter it into Citation Machine, I would get Kevin Murphy, right? Cannabis is becoming a huge job creator. Forbes. So the one thing that you need to know that I didn't put in here is at the end of the Works Cited page, or at the end of each citation, you'll have to put the date that you accessed this, which I can do at the end and show you all how to do that. Okay, so let me delete. Okay, as you go through this, the next one is from UMass. This is from a PhD, Nathan Chan, right? Assistant Professor of Resource Economics. There is no author for this because it's from the website. It's as if Sussex.edu had an important article about, one of our sports teams or something like that, or a program that we're running. Okay, and there's no specific author for that. Whoever's in charge of writing on the website, they don't have a byline. Okay, you would see this in like The Economist, which is a very famous economic magazine. There's nobody attributed to the byline. It's just everybody writes a story, and it's part of the umbrella of The Economist magazine. My last citation here is about better healthcare outcomes. Medical marijuana offers a safer alternative than several other types of medicines for several different types of infirmities. These are just 5 of several different types of illnesses that marijuana helps with in whatever form it comes in, obviously. Pain relief, anxiety, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, MS, and appetite increase. Okay, so if you were to go over, this is the National Health Institute. If you were to click that link, it would bring you to here. Okay, if you were to copy and paste this URL, we'd end up with this citation. Okay, so this is Peter A. Clark. I'm going to have to change that to make it alphabetical, but this is basically what your Works Cited page should look like. All right, let's do copy all. So these are 5 citations. This will be your requirement. Okay, we'll go over to just a blank document that I typed in Works Cited page, or I typed in Works Cited, and then Control V, copy all. Let me go to Peter Clark here. In order to cut something out of a document, you hit Control X. Okay, we'll hit this, right? Save the space. Okay, now an important point of this is you will have to write accessed let's just do 24 April 2020. Notice the date, okay? 24 April 2020. That is because they prefer to do month or day, month, year, rather than how we do it, month, day, year. Okay, so to save ourselves a little time, copy, paste. Okay, go down to the next line, paste. Go down to the next line, paste. Go down to the next line, paste. Okay, this is your example Works Cited page in alphabetical order. I just saved it. The last thing I want to show you all is we'll hit Control A, which is select all, Control C, which is copy. We'll go to the example work page, or the example MLA formatting page that I gave you, right? With your student name, my name, the class, and the date. And we'll go down to what would supposedly be the last page. Theoretically, this says my last name in page 3. Yours would probably say your last name in page 7 or 8. It's its own separate page. It doesn't count as your page length requirement in any class, and not this one. And then I just hit Control V, which is paste. Okay, so now this is a complete Works Cited page, very easily done. The other option is for you to use our library, either like through ProQuest or the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. And when you find one of these articles, magazine, newspaper, or otherwise, on the right-hand side, you'll see a button that says Cite. You would click that button, and from that button, a citation would pop up that you could choose any number of citations: APA, MLA, Chicago Manual, whatever you want. For our class, for every English class, for every humanities class, essentially, except for maybe history, you would use MLA. Okay, but specifically for English classes, we will make you use MLA. All right, so it's very easy through our library database. It's very easy through Citation Machine. Okay, there's no reason why you have to type all this out manually. Okay, so I hope this helped you all, and please email me with any questions.